Oh man,
Are you
It
big
looked
into
like
stand-up?
cocaine from them.
I really like it, man. I really like stand up. So when we were out in Boston, we would go to the Comedy Connection quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, Dane Cook was there at the after party. I don't know if you saw him, but
He was wearing a J11 shirt circa 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
Oh,
OG
there you
fan.
go.
I saw that.
No. It's overpriced fucking bullshit. Shit, where was I going with that?
Going to
Comics.
Comedy Connection.
Back in
Oh
Boston.
yeah, exactly. So we used to go to the Comedy Connection
Yeah.
and watch live comedy up there and
Where is that?
in Faneuil Hall.
Faneuil Hall.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still there or not. I don't know. Maybe they rebranded it or whatever. But man, we saw some great and comics and Dane Cook was the host though. Like he was just getting going, so he was like the guy that would come and introduce everybody else and do a couple jokes and I mean yeah, we saw Tommy Davidson there, who crushed, and then I don't know if you remember Anthony Clark, but he actually like punished us like Adam was there. And we literally like are putting our heads under the table and covering our ears because we like couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
It was killing. So no, I no, the great stand-ups, fucking amazing.
You know, I when I started this podcast, we originally had Sam Morrell on it.
Okay.
He was my co-host. He's
Okay.
he's a comic out of New York,
Mm-hmm.
and I was living in New York, or we were producing it first season out of New York, and so we would go hang out with them at the Cellar.
Okay.
Down in like the Comedy Cellar.
Right.
And so we go out there and we just go to watch him do his bits, and then we'd go into the back room and Shane Gillis would be there and all these comics were there and then to come out here, and I used to go to the store a lot, the Laugh Factory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a fun, it's a good night when you go
It's
and
a great night, man. You go laugh
friends,
your ass off.
it's a fun date.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's fucking fun. It makes you laugh. It gets you out of.
It's good for you. It's good for your health.
Yeah.
You're supposed to laugh a lot.
We went to Friday. We went to the Hollywood Bowl and watched Bill Burr.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was fun.
Dude, it was funny. So we played golf with Bill Burr this afternoon, and it was the first time I'd met him. We'd like exchanged text messages and stuff, and we were playing, and my bro says, he goes, dude, isn't it weird? Don't you feel like you've known him for like 15 years? Because we've been listening to his stuff for so long.
Yeah.
And his style is like he's sitting here, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's up there. It's like you're sitting around and you're like, dude, I feel like I know this friggin' guy.
Yeah.
And then he was exactly the guy that we wanted him to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, he kills.
I saw him. So the night I went to the store,
Right?
we saw him. He did a set. He was practicing or something. And just like you said, I thought I knew him. I thought we
Right.
met already.
Right.
He's like, nice to meet you for the first time. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Because he did our like
He did
documentary.
our doc, yeah.
And like I wasn't there, but like I felt like I've met him somewhere because
Yeah.
you feel like you know him. We've watched all his shit. He's a Boston guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's exactly what you said.
Yeah,
When
it
you
was-
meet him, he's what you want him to be.
It was kind of cool. And I don't know if this is interesting enough for the podcast, but I think you'll like to hear it. And you guys can cut it later if you want to. But I was asking about his process
Yeah.
and or how he broke in. Right? How'd you break in? And he goes, well, I just discovered I wasn't very good at anything else except for making people laugh. But he said the hardest part when you first break in is you get on stage or they call your name, you walk up on stage, and you've got all these stories and jokes that you've been telling to your buddies that make them laugh, and then you get on stage and all of a sudden that goes away and you're like you're just performing. And he said the hardest part was getting to the point where he was confident enough that he could just go talk on stage like he would talk in his living room.
Yeah.
And now he's completely accomplished that because we all feel like we know him, right?
Yeah.
You know, which is cool. And that was fun watching Chappelle sit there last night. You know, and he wasn't doing a set. He didn't kill, but dude, it was like just watching. It's like watching like a great jazz musician practice. Like
Yeah.
you're just sitting on the stage and just riffing with people and just having a conversation and so
Probably
yeah.
getting inspo.
Hmm?
He's probably up there just inspo.
Yeah, no,
looking
he-
at people, hearing chatter.
yeah,
Those
he-
guys are such creative
he's
minds.
like talking back and forth to the audience and making fun of people. If I was slightly slightly less wasted, I might have like walked up and sat down today because I was like the only thing I wanted to do, and I didn't want to like, you know, jump in or ask him questions or whatever. I just wanted to drop more quarters into the machine, you know, and like just go up there and like, because he was at the roast, watched the whole thing. Just kind of, if I could go back in time, you know, a few hours, would have walked up and like, all right, hey man, so the roast went tonight. You know, what did we miss? Where would you have gone? You know, and just like, and then just kind of start going. But just because he was just up there riffing, he was having fun, he was being cool, did some funny stuff. I don't even remember what he did. I just know we were laughing. But it would have been pretty fun to just like drop some more quarters in him and get him going.
Hell yeah. I mean, he's hilarious.